Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is English Bulletin with me, Yutsa Bhatrai. The top stories first. Air service to remain closed till May 15. No decision on extension of lockdown yet. Government conducts around 50,000 tests for coronavirus. Warns people of risk from malaria with the onset of summer. World Health Organization removes Nepal from high-risk zone. Nepal's effort to prevent coronavirus pays off. Virus toll crosses 200,000 mark worldwide. UN pushes for global vaccine effort. And Chelsea decide not to cut salary to support staff during pandemic. Club to continue other supports. And now, the news in detail. The High-Level Coordination Committee to Control and Prevent Coronavirus has restricted domestic and international air flights for 15 more days. A meeting of the committee held yesterday took a decision to this effect. With the latest decision, all commercial flights to and from Nepal will remain closed till May 15. Earlier, the government had decided to suspend all flights till April 30 upon the recommendation of committee. Although the meeting decided to extend flight suspension, it has not yet taken any decision regarding the extension of lockdown, informed Narayan Prasad Bidari, Secretary at the Office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. The meeting, chaired by Deputy Prime Minister Ishwar Pokhrel, reviewed the impacts of lockdown instead of its extension, said Bidari.
मे 15 सम्म आन्तरिक हवाई उडान र अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय हवाई उडानहरूलाई स्थगितै राख्ने लकडाउनको स्थितिलाई अझै समीक्षा गर्दै विचार गर्दै सरकारले थप निर्णय गरेर जानेछ र उपचारको क्रम त्यसलाई ट्रेस गर्ने अनि ट्र्याकिङ गर्ने अनि ट्रिटमेन्ट गर्ने लगायतका विषयहरूलाई अझै प्रभावकारी रूपले अगाडि बढाउने.
Participants of the meeting discussed about the effectiveness of the lockdown and its success in containing the spread of coronavirus. Bidari further said that the government is now in a position to send medical supplies and equipment to any place as per the requirement. The government has claimed that it has so far carried out 49,336 tests for coronavirus across the country. The Ministry of Health and Population made such revelations during a regular press briefing at the ministry yesterday. During the press meet, the ministry said it has so far conducted 9,666 tests through polymerase chain reaction method and 39,670 through the rapid diagnostic test. Dr. Vikas Devkota, spokesperson at the Health Ministry, said that a 65-year-old man from Damak of Chapa district was found on Friday to have contracted coronavirus. This has taken the total number of cases to 49 in the country. The man was infected by his son, who returned to Nepal from Dubai on March 17. Out of the 49 infected people, 12 have fully recovered and returned home from hospital, said Devkota. Of the infected people, 30 are receiving treatment in Biratnagar, 5 in Birganj, 1 in Dhangari and 1 in Bharatpur. Dr. Devkota added that the health condition of those receiving treatment is normal. Meanwhile, the government has quarantined 14,731 people. Similarly, 87 suspects, including 3 in Kathmandu, have been currently kept in isolation. Meanwhile, the ministry has also asked people to stay safe as a risk of malaria has increased within the onset of summer. Nepal is no more in the high-risk zone in the view of COVID-19 infection, the state-run National News Agency reported yesterday. According to RSS, the World Health Organization has removed Nepal from the list of high-risk zone and placed it in the risk zone. The WHO's latest assessment was based on efforts Nepal has taken in the prevention and containment of the deadly virus. According to joint spokesperson for the for the Health Ministry and Population, Dr. Samir Adhikari, Nepal was earlier assessed as highly vulnerable to COVID-19 due to the emergence of virus in China to the north and its open border with India to the south. However, Nepal was removed from the list based on measures it applied in the prevention, control and treatment of the virus, RSS further said. It may be noted that Nepal has imposed a nationwide lockdown since March 24 and has also sealed its international borders, including with India, to stem the spread of virus. Nepal's decision to implement lockdown has proved to be a timely measure against the virus as it lessened the risk of imported cases, Dr. Adhikari said. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Altogether, 648 locals of Taplejung who were stranded in Kathmandu due to the lockdown finally arrived at their home district yesterday morning. The individuals were sent back to their homes by a Kathmandu-based charitable organization established by people of Taplejung. The organization decided to help their fellow citizens as they struggled to survive in the capital due to the lockdown. 21 buses had been arranged to carry the individuals back home. The passengers had arrived at Bachthar district on Friday but were allowed to enter Taplejung only the next morning after a health checkup at a health desk set up at Kabeli, the border between the two districts. The individuals have all returned to their respective homes, informed Khanendra Madan, chairperson of Taplejung Sarokar Society. A social welfare organization has been distributing food for free so that no one remains hungry in Pokhara metropolis. Paurakhi Volunteers Organization has been preparing and packaging meals at a party palace situated in Ward number 7 of Pokhara metropolis. The meals are then distributed among the needy people twice a day for lunch and dinner, informed the organization. Packaged meal consisting of rice, lentil and vegetables have been provided to anyone starving, the organization said. Paurakhi Volunteers Organization has so far fed 11,631 individuals since April 1st. The organization has also provided food supplies to more than 111 people.
यो लकडाउन उल्लङ्घन नहुने गरी खाना पुर्याउन सक्यौं भने यो एउटा आफ्नो दायित्व पुर्याउँछ भन्ने सोचेर हामीले सल्लाह गरेर हाम्रो यो निकाय के हुन्छ नि यो लकडाउनको सम्बन्धमा महानगरपालिका र स्थानीय जिल्ला प्रशासन कार्यालयमा अनुमति लिएर मात्रै खाना खुवाउनु पर्ने एउटा प्रावधान भएको हुनाले 111 जनालाई हामीले घरमै खाने व्यवस्थाको लागि अलि टाढा अव्यवस्था अलि टाढाबाट मागेको हुनाले हामीले त्यहाँ राहत स्वरूप केही प्याकेट पनि हामीले बुझाएका छौं.
The organization has not received any help from the government for providing meals. The organization has also appealed to everyone to protect the Nepali culture of helping someone in need. Hindu devotees are observing Akshaya Tritiya, an annual springtime festival all across the nation today. The festival is celebrated by taking a holy bath, worshipping Lord Shiva and offering alms to the needy. Traditionally, a cold drink known as sattu and sarbat prepared from barley is made in all households and distributed among the family members, neighbors and is also offered to passerbys. The COVID-19 lockdown is expected to obstruct the process of serving cold drinks in the streets and junctions this year. The festival that falls on the third day of the waxing moon as per the lunar calendar in the Nepali month of Baishakh is considered auspicious for making religious grants in the nation. Hindus also believe that Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati were married on this day. And now the news from economic front. Two vegetable vendors were arrested in Kamalamai municipality of Sinduli district for selling vegetables brought from outside their area. 25-year-old Gauri Shankar Chaudhary and 45-year-old Binod Chaudhary were arrested for selling vegetables brought from outside their municipality. They were arrested while selling the vegetables in the local marketplace. Police Inspector Madan Giri clarified that the police arrested them for going against the decision of the local administration of Sinduli for keeping the coronavirus pandemic at bay. To combat the disease, the administration has prohibited imported fruits, meat, eggs, poultry and vegetables from other areas till April 27. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international and sports news. Welcome back, and now the international news. The global coronavirus death toll crossed the 200,000 mark this morning as the United Nations launched an international push for a vaccine to defeat the pandemic, AFP reported. According to the French news agency, governments around the world are struggling to limit the economic devastation unleashed by the virus. The deadly disease has infected nearly 2.8 million people and left half of humanity under some form of lockdown. The scale of coronavirus pandemic has forced medical research on the virus to move at unprecedented speed. However, effective treatments are still far off, and the United Nations chief said that effort will require cooperation on a global scale. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres told a virtual briefing on Friday that humankind faces a global public enemy like no other. He also urged international organizations, world leaders and the private sector to join the effort. The spread of COVID-19 is increasing other medical risk as well, with the WHO warning nearly 400,000 more people could die from malaria because of disruption to the supply of mosquito nets in medicines. Saturday marked World Malaria Day, a disease which the World Health Organization said could kill around 770,000 people this year, or twice as much as in 2018. The world has lost more than 1/4 of its land-dwelling insects in the past 30 years, the Associated Press reported. According to AP, researchers say a big picture study of global bug decline paints a disturbing problem that earlier research. From bees and other pollinators crucial to the world's food supply to butterflies that beautify places, the bugs are disappearing at a rate of just under 1% a year, according to a study in journal Science. The decline across insect orders inland is jaw-dropping, said Michigan State University butterfly expert Nick Haddad, who wasn't a part of the study. Ongoing decline on land at this rate will be catastrophic for ecological systems and for humans. Insects are pollinators, natural enemies of pests, decomposers, and besides that, are critical to functioning of all Earth's ecosystem. While land bugs were dwindling, freshwater insects such as mayflies, dragonflies, and mosquitoes are increasing at more than 1% a year, the study found. That's faster than land bugs were disappearing. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Chelsea FC's first team will not be taking any pay cut to support its staff during the coronavirus crisis, but will continue extending their support to different charitable causes the club informed. Earlier, reports had stated that men's football team of Chelsea will be taking a 10% cut this month. However, the club's statement put up in the official website reads, extensive talks had been held to decide how the team might contribute. The Chelsea board has told the players to continue the support to charities, including the NHS. At this time, the men's first team will not be contributing towards the club financially, and instead the board have directed the team to focus their efforts, BBC reported, citing the club's official statement. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Air service to remain closed till May 15. No decision on extension of lockdown yet. Government conducts around 50,000 tests for coronavirus, warns people of risk from malaria with the onset of summer. World Health Organization removes Nepal from high-risk zone. Nepal's effort to prevent coronavirus pays off. virus toll crosses 200,000 mark worldwide. UN pushes for global vaccine effort. And Chelsea decides not to cut salary to support staff during pandemic. Club to continue support to other charitable causes. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website at janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep washing your hands, keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.